Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Chains Daily Model, where each and every single day I make one model for Chains. Uh, Today I want to make something fast because I want to import all the rest of the models from before into a Unity project so I can make them like in the future as an asset pack so I can easily import them into my game or any other game. So I'm going to work on this tree mushroom. This is the current. I guess I could delete the lower LUD models right away. I won't ever be using them again. The textures are a bit broken because I think, yeah, they're using the brown mushroom diffuse for some reason, not the color palette. There you go. This is their current design. I thought about it a little bit, and let's actually first go ahead and center this. Come on, there we go. Instead of having like this crescent shape, I'm gonna make it full circle. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Rotate around cursor. So something like this. There you go. I did that because I'm gonna be skin wrapping. What is this error? I have an error here. Interesting. I can't click on it. Huh, never seen that before. Anyway, the point of this is because when it was like this, I couldn't really place this on a flat wall. I mean, I'd have to hide part of it. So this only really worked on curved surfaces and only on specific curved surfaces with this curvature. Otherwise, if it was a little bit too much, actually, if it was too much, then it would work because the curve would go something like that. But the point is, if it's a full circle, then I could rotate it however I want. I could bring it more in. I could bring it more in, more out. I could have the mushroom however I want. So that's the idea behind it. Yeah. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with subdividing a cube, I'm thinking. Shrink, that's not what I wanted. Why are you back? Wait, what is this Blender version? What is going on? Did my Blender downgrade? Oh, you know what? I know what happened. I'll be right back. There we go. So I accidentally see the error's gone. I actually opened a old version of Blender. So I use Blender on Steam, but I accidentally opened this one. I don't ask me why. I have no idea. So let's redo that brown mushroom. Let's go to here, tree mushroom, delete these two again, bring you to the center. LL, delete these. Rotate you. Oh, by 180. I did 90, whatever. Okay, that's good. Now, once again, let's start with the cube. Scale you down a little bit. Subdivide you. Scale you a little bit up. Add a shrink wrap. Go ahead. Alright, I forgot I have the scale. I don't need this camera right now. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a camera here. Because I'll put you like in billboard. No, I'll just delete this camera. Maybe I accidentally added it. Where's the cube? There we are. Let's immediately add a new collection. Call it, what is it called? Tree mushroom. So a third type of mushroom. And move the cube into tree mushroom. Okay, now let's hide you. Oh, that's already almost perfect. I don't know, so simple. I would like to fix the bottom up though. Let's go ahead and add the shrink wrap. Yeah, so make something similar to that. Yeah, I want to later import all of this into Unity. Like I said, to make it add to an asset pack so I can easily import it to anything any project, specifically think about chains. And just so I don't have to prepare all of the assets in chain itself, especially making all the shaders for trees and wind and stuff, I just want to have it in a simplified environment, I would say. Trying to think how I do this. Like, so I'll introduce some triangles. Maybe I'll try to get rid of them later on. Oh, actually no, I'll get rid of the triangles right away because I actually need another edge loop right there to hide my mistakes. Yeah, I want to keep this relatively low poly because again, this is like a vegetation thing. When I did a tree trunk, that's something that wouldn't be scattered too much. Like it's a fairly big object. There might be 5, 10, 20 max in a single forest, depending on how big the forest is. But with the current scales of the forest, there wouldn't be too many of them. And it has, how many? Like 2,000 vertices? So with 5 of them, that's only 10,000 vertices. And forest for the tree trunks. Of course, it stacks later on, but it's alright. It's good. I know this kind of bulbous shape is just an artifact made from me duplicating it, but I actually kind of like it. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Adds to the mushroom, I think. How much do you already have? No, I don't want face orientation. Decimate you. Only 100 faces. For an LD 0, I think I can go up to 400, add detail, yeah. Then again, I don't need a detail up here, so maybe I won't subdivide. I'll keep it. Why? Because I want to, what I want to, right, make these sort of, so I'm thinking if I just extrude you long faces, smooth you out as well. In fact, I could probably delete a few of them. Probably delete like this one too. I don't need that much topology. And yeah, now I have this kind of face going. I don't like the way this flows because I need them to specifically go in, which might be a little bit harder. I don't know, how many do you have? Can I just easily check? 16 vertices and you have 32 vertices. So I need to double you. And I'm introducing a lot of vertices, but I can, how many do you have now? 28, so you 32. So now technically if I go ahead and just do this, I don't know why I was like tapping it, but I could have just held it. Anyway, so now that I got these, thinking the best way to do this. What if I go ahead and grab, okay, I want them to join sort of like here, let's say. So I'm gonna have these wire sort of things join to this. So if I do that, extrude, delete the faces here, merge you, delete these faces, and they just merge here. Yeah, I'll merge as well. Now the idea is I'll have these sort of Now, of course, I can go ahead and scale you down. Yeah, if I subdivide, I'm not going to be subdividing this even more. So I need to make sure, well, once I paint it, yeah, once I paint it, it'll be good. But the point is I need to make sure that this looks smooth. So let's go ahead and F3, shade smooth. Yeah, not terrible. Decrease the amount I can merge you just a little bit. Yeah, just have it imagine like this all around. I think it'll be interesting. There's still kind of artifacts because it's still low poly. It's not like, if I do that, it'll be better, but this looks like a hard surface model. At least like this, it kind of looks wonky but natural. I don't know. There you go. And we'll do this every other or every. I guess I could do every. I'd introduce quite a bit of faces, but it might also look pretty cool. Now all I'm thinking is the most efficient way to do this. Because if I go through each and every single one, it's gonna take forever. So if I just do that, is there some way I can automatically like fill this? I know I could just delete the faces right away. No, I don't want to delete the faces right away. Am I gonna have to go through it all manually? I don't know. I think I do. I could go ahead and delete half of this, so I'd have half as much work. Then I'll have to get the shape back, which is fine. As long as half the work, twice as fast. Later on, I could regain the shape. I would like them to be random. I'll randomize it later. Random wise. Actually, I don't want that. Yeah, I need to deselect all of you. So that one's going to be extruding. It's only going to extrude exactly what I want. I feel like I'm doing this very inefficiently. Unless I'm not doing one by one. But I will be in a second. Okay, that's a little bit too far. I was hoping I could merge by distance, but they're a little bit too far. Yeah, at that point it's ruining the other ones. Okay, best way. Do I need to select all this manually? Seems like it. Well, what if I, for now, just only select these? Because I have an idea. That won't work because I already made you. Never mind. I want to select the outer rim and then check or deselect. But I still could do that maybe. This isn't taking too long. I'm just in general trying to think for the future practices that would just increase my, or speed up my workflow. Because instead of, for example, doing all this manually, I could merge by distance, but that means I would have to extrude it in a way that this would be a lot closer. And this is all just to add detail. I don't really have to do this, but I want to add more detail to this one because the other ones were kind of, the other mushrooms, like the bottom, they weren't really noticeable. I want this one, like, and those ones it's fine because, you know, they're low to the ground, you wouldn't see underneath them either way. But here, the top wouldn't be really noticeable, but the bottom will be mostly noticeable because they're going to be higher up. They're going to be on trees, walls, those kind of things. Yeah, that side I'm going to worry about later. Ah, yes, and then these as well. So I want to focus on the bottom here mostly. And also, if the bottom on this one looks very nice, then it would give the illusion that on the other ones that are not nice, but you can't see them, would also, you would imagine, are also nice, just because this one is nice. Kind of like, you know, the painting trick where you make the close tree very detailed, but the trees far away are just blobs of green paint, and your mind fills it in because it sees the closer detailed tree, the further not detailed tree looks also extremely detailed. I don't know if that's like considered an illusion, but maybe it is an illusion. Yeah, an illusion is a trick of your sensories, make you think of something that's not actually there or not actually happening. Okay, my mind kind of wandered off here while doing this monotone task. I guess that's good. I could add a lot of variability, like smooth it out a little. You know, I think it might be much better. Yeah, smooth it out and yeah, this goes way faster. I don't want it to be so rough. I mean, so sharp. That's not organic at all. And then add a lot more. I don't like that brush. I mean, it's a nice brush. It's amazing, but not for this. Because it's filling in the valleys. I don't think I want it to fill in the valleys. Maybe like sometimes. Like here, a little bit there, a little bit there. And then it's all right, but I think I want to smooth it a lot near here. What happens if I subdivide? Ooh, subdivide looks look cool. Shade smooth. No, I didn't have collect selected. Yeah, no, that works. But what do I do here? Why don't you have? Did I not merge you? Is that it? I did not merge you. That's it. What did I do? Merge at last. At the last, it is merged. Wait, but now there's a triangle here. I did something wrong. Hold up. Did I actually merged? Yeah, I actually merged the wrong ones. There we go. And let's smooth it out. I know there are a lot of artifacts here because of the triangles. But, oh yeah, I was also supposed to merge these just to decrease the amount of edges, or n-gons rather. Because this all gets triangulated anyway when you export as FBX. So this n-gon would be one, like this. It would probably triangulate something like this, so it would be 3 triangles. Whereas if I just merge this, it's gonna be 2. So definitely worth doing this. Decrease the overall amount. I'm curious if Blender, because 1 second, if I decimate face count 833, I wonder if it sees this as one face and this as also one face. It does. So it doesn't take that into account. Or I don't know why I'm constantly doing that. Okay. I could also technically do that. Also decrease the amount of n-gons. And I have a lot of triangles here. Can I just get rid of like that? That's a quad. So you got quads here. Don't do it there, do it here. Quad, 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 quad. Yeah, okay. I know I could keep as triangles, but I do want them to be quads. I know I said that triangulates anyways, but they're better shading. Is that better shading? Honestly, it seems kind of worse. Okay, that's a triangle. That's a quad. Smooth it. I don't know. I'll just keep it as is. How many do you have? Not remesh. Oh, I have that as a favorite. I did not know that. 841. Oof. Right, because it's going to be even more once I do the other side. Dang. Hold up. I'm trying to think how to do the other side because I don't have a center line. I guess I'll have to add a center line by just cutting straight through this center. I know I missed that one. Go delete it. There we go. Got the center line. Does it go all the way around? It does indeed. But it doesn't like this. It doesn't see this as the center line. Oh, well, there you go. So now what I do is I hide this and then delete this side. And once I unhide, give a mirror modifier and clipping. Now I just need to align it. The best way, I guess, is just with proportional editing to try to maintain the general shape of it. And then, of course, later on I'm going to have to randomize it because now it's very symmetric. But that's just a matter of pulling and pushing. What are you? What did I do there? I think I went too far. There we go. Right here as well. Okay, I'm also gonna have to go through and localize the topology because currently it is very bad. As in there is detail where there really doesn't need to be detail. So like right here, so much detail. I think I accidentally, yes I did. Are you also? No, you're all good. You're all good. Okay, I could apply, but I think I'm gonna apply after I localize the topology. So in order to localize it, the top, for example, I could probably just get rid of you. Yeah, especially because I said earlier that top won't be noticeable as much. I mean, that was localizing, that's just getting rid of the edge loop. But I need the detail here. This is honestly like the minimum amount of detail, because if I get rid of these edge loops, then it just gets flat. So I can't do anything there. Here, however, this is a gold mine. Get rid of that edge loop, get rid of this edge loop. And then, you know, these... I know I added these specifically, but I'm gonna go ahead and change this completely. Because I realize now this isn't what we want. Delete these faces as well. Actually, I don't know if I want to delete them. As for now, let's go ahead and do that. Now the point is, I want to, let's see, do a 3, 2, 1. How is this done again? So these 3 to this one. No, except there's, so I guess these 3 to this one, because, you know, if I, oh, there we go. These 3 to this one. So I could go to join these, and then get rid of this. Though I can't get rid of this now because it's in a modifier. So now if I do this, there you go, and that's a quad, and it goes into a smaller thing. Let's send these 3 into this, so I can later get rid of this one. Yeah, and then this, you just kind of go through with it, localizing your geometry so that this is lower resolution and this one is higher. I'm kind of just guessing which edge loops need to be deleted and which ones stay. I know that this one's definitely gonna have to be deleted because it looks like every other one kind of I have to delete. I don't have to delete that or that. It's fine. A lot of things. That was good. And then you finally go like that. Perfect. And I could get rid of that one. Nice. This seems like there is too many vertices here. Does it not? What if I merge by distance? 176. Oh, wait, because I have... I guess you technically shouldn't be there. And this edge also shouldn't be there. But you can be there. There we go. Later on I could get rid of this center loop once I apply the subdiv modifier. And see, I didn't really lose detail. But we did lose geometry. I could sort of just push and pull some faces just to make this a little bit random. There you go. How many geometry do you have now? Earlier was like 700 and now it's 900, 1000. But that's because, of course, we mirrored it. Okay, but still 1000 for an entire mushroom is kind of a lot. I mean, it is pretty detailed. So I'm not surprised. Does that... we don't lose too much detail by deleting that. I'm thinking... top part's very dense. But I don't think even if I straight up delete these faces, 660 versus 730. Wait, I somehow. Oh, I guess deleting those two really decreased it. What if I delete another one? Did I lose a lot of? Honestly, it still looks fine, and that decreased it by another 60. So maybe having a single edge loop here in the middle is fine. I was supposed to do this fast. I'm not doing this fast, but that's alright. We're learning. We're learning proper topology. Now, about that proper topology, how do I localize the top here? So I want to basically decrease the amount topology going here. Let's not delete everything because it actually just makes it a little bit more difficult because I can't maintain the shape. I could do a 3, 2, 1. So these three are to into this one. But that would introduce a lot of strange artifacts, I think. Instead, let's join you. Join you, add that. So now these three turn into this one. I'm hoping this doesn't introduce too many artifacts. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, maybe I should have. Yeah, now I think about it. Oh, this one's a little bit hard to wrap my head around. Instead, I go like that. And have you. No, that didn't work. There you go. Do that. Keep this one, and this one's good. And then now if I join you, you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I have 1, 2, 3. At the cost of these, maybe? I don't know. And maybe I could also do it like right at the edge, so these also don't have to do a ding. So let's just go ahead and join. Okay, I know how to do this much faster now. That's it. That's literally it. Join you, fill you. So leave you. Oh, but now the corner here is weird. But let's now do this side. For this side, join you, add you. There you go. Now here is a little bit awkward. There was a corner there. Let's see, I want this one and this one to be free. See, I have 2 here, so I'll need a third one. Because you see I have one in between each and every single one of these. So I have 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, and I have 2, 1, and then there's 3. I don't like how that ended up. I would need like one more of these. Not just adding to the topology that I'm trying to decrease. Okay, so let's see. Can I do like a diamond shape here? Like that. Yes, I can. That wasn't a problem at all. And I join you, and then I could just delete you. So I'll figure it out. Also, I'm thinking I go ahead and replace. I literally go ahead and replace you, like make you go way lower. Like I said earlier, what is this? Oh, that didn't actually go. There we go. There we go. So now I basically retopologize a lot sooner. I could go even a lot sooner right there. Because I don't need... Do I need that many faces? I don't think so. Well, let's see. I went from... Oh, no, I can't select full edge loop. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, because this is a... It's not triangle. I should be able to... I guess it doesn't see it. 17 vertices to 9 vertices. Yeah, that's successful retopology right there. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up, sorry. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. I just add 3 edge loops. Do that. And go ahead and get the shape I want. That's way too high. Yeah, you see it looks basically the same as before. It's a bit flatter. I think I want it to be nice and flat. But the topology is 560 now. Let's see, how much were you? You know, I'm trying to get it lower and lower, but even the previous one, which is half of this, is still double of this. So, almost double. So I would say that's greatly improved already. I'm just looking at you, like, what if I just delete you? That introduces a lot of triangles. I don't like that. I feel like this topology down here is in general a little bit cluttered. But I don't mind. I'm going to add, apply you, and then get rid of this center edge loop. I don't think you're needed no more. Although this up here is needed. Yes, I'm going to keep you. Because that's going to lose a lot of detail if I do that. But by simply decimating you, go from 560 to 540, 539. Not too big of an decrease, but imagine having thousands of these in the game. That will make a difference. Now, last thing to do, name of the game is just make this weird, make it funky, make it different all around. Go a little bit more on this side, make it a little bit flatter. And then go to sculpt mode. Some of these can go, like, especially what's happening there. Oh shit, you're too thin. When it's too thin, when you sculpt on one side, it could actually sculpt on the other side. So that's why you need to go here. I haven't done this in a while. but not symmetry. So in advanced, yeah, there, area normal, so that it only affects the areas where the normal is similar to where you just started. So because I started here, the normal is facing downwards. I can go ahead and show in edit mode. Where was it? Oh, they kind of changed it. Yeah, they changed it. These are the normals. So because I'm painting here, all of these normals are completely different from this one, so it's excluding these. Yeah, just a quick tip. I thought, oh, edge marks, no, edge U. Let's go to bulb U out a little bit more. Smooth some of this out so it's not so jarring. Let's go smooth the edges as well, because it seems a little bit too uniform. Like all around it's just this perfect square kind of shapes. If I go ahead and like do that, some areas, yeah. Now, one thing I don't like is how they're so uniform in the center here. I want them, see, I really am tempted to add more to have them a bit more wiggly, but that really increases the edge amount. So I am kind of against that. But I think this is fine. Like, you're not going to be looking at this and thinking, oh, these are so straight. Okay, the rest. How much? 41 minutes? There goes for trying to go faster. Let's UV unwrap this real quick. Okay, I can't select it all around. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I can. I just do this. It's control clicking, then it like paths to the closest. Or whatever you click, it tries to path its way there. Mark seam. I think that's actually it for unwrapping it. So if I unwrap, yep, got 2 circles. They are connected? No, I have loop selection. It's not called soup. What is it called? Proportional editing. Okay, I'm gonna make the bottom one more detailed because, well, there's gonna be a lot more detail here, and I could see easily which one's the top one because this is the bottom, so this is the top. Yep. Yep. There you go. New material. Image. New. Should I go 512 on this one? It's a pretty small object. I think I'll go 512. Try to save on space, on texture space. Tree mushroom. Although now it's not only a tree mushroom, it could be any type of mushroom. Maybe 512 is too small. No, I mean if the entire tree trunk, which is magnitude is bigger than this one, is also 1024, then this will be fine. No, I got the hiccups. Again, I think I had it yesterday too. It's probably because I'm talking so much. My body is not used to it. What I'm going to do now is the usual export UV layout. Had a bit of a brain fart. Okay, I had a second brain fart. I don't have the folder though. Tree. Why do I have always caps lock on? What the fuck? Always turn it off and then it turns on for some reason. Tree mushroom. UV. Tree mushroom UV. And then now you all know the name of the game is Open Photoshop. Let's go ahead and turn on my second monitor right away. Bring Photoshop here. And now, new file. I want this file. Let's actually make sure that I can see everything. I'm gonna bring OBS up. Can I please grab? No, because that's Photoshop OBS right there. There we go. Yep, you can see everything just perfectly. 512. There we go. Create. And now I need to go ahead and find my UV. Had a bit of a yawn there. Okay, and then last thing, I also want to make sure you guys see the model on this side here. There we go. I'm gonna hide you now. Beautiful model. Okay. What I need to do? I need to bring my graphics tablet right under me. So I always use my graphics tablet as a second monitor. It's nice and small, and I don't have enough space for a big second monitor. And anytime I want to draw, I need to set up my work environment for it. Oh, it takes 3 seconds. Okay. Let's get to drawing. I'm gonna do the top first because it's way easier. Can I please grab you? I can't grab you. Why are you so big? Whoa. Oh, that's why. Okay. Can I do stuff? Thank you. Add 1, 2, tree, mushroom, top. Let's go to copy that so I don't have to type every single time because it's a bit awkward to type with my graphics tablet in front of me. There you go. How do I zoom in with the pen? That's how. No selection because I didn't select it. Can I? It doesn't see it. So select you. Increase expand selection. I could do 5 pixels now. Wait, because this is a 5x12. So let's go to it still because I could go 3. No, it's good to be cautious. Especially remember last time with the tree trunk we had problems with the white stuff. Hold up, I see it didn't actually select everything. So let's go ahead and get lasso select and manually get all of those stuff. Is that everything? Seems like it. Okay, we had a problem with the tree where the lower LED models dipped into white. If I had a bigger border, that wouldn't be much of a problem because, there's a lot more space. In fact, I probably should make the background brown so that there was no white, so it would be impossible. I think I'll start doing that for the future. The background, unless that would use more texture space, because technically I think if it's a one single color, compression can work better. I mean, it would be a one single color. I don't know. I would have to educate myself on that. I'm not too sure how that would work. Okay, wait, how do I make it smaller? That's how. Let's see. This is a brownish color. I don't know how brown we should go with this. Let's get I always forget which one I use. It's the beauty of recording, because if I forget, this one. If I completely forget and I can't figure it out, I could always just go back. And go back to a previous video and check it again. That is not the color I want. I don't know why I continue to draw, even though I think... look at my pen. I might have to replace my tip soon. It's feeling a little bit rough in some orientations. A darker? I don't like that. Oh, that's almost perfect, I think. That is the tint that I wanted. I'm thinking how I want the... What is the word? The texture should work, like the shape. Like, do I want like little lines? I don't know, like lines going to middle like that. No, I think I'll go similar to how I did with the red mushroom at the top. I think I did with the brown mushroom too. Did I? I don't know. If I didn't, I should probably do it. Ooh, I kind of like how this brush makes it extremely like dotty. That's a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and make it a bit darker and dot around here and there. Yeah, I like that. Very simple. In the future, if I really want, I could go back and change it a little bit. Now you are going to be completely different because you aren't going to be bright. You're going to be dark because it's like, I don't know, it's where it grows from, you know? Can I make you smaller? So the dark area. Okay, sorry about that. Somebody texted me. I know I should have my priorities. Okay, I think I'll actually finish this model within an hour. That's nice. Okay, come on. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to pull. So let's see. To make it bigger, you don't go down, go right. Oh, it's a right-left thing. I was kind of going like that. Okay, it's worth, you know, taking a moment and seeing what's going on. Why isn't it drawing? It is drawing. It's the wrong color. Okay, so it's, as I was saying, it's definitely worth taking a moment and checking if everything's working. I mean, blah. I'm trying to draw, like thinking about drawing and talking. It's difficult. It's worth taking a moment to see how the mechanics of something works, so that for the future, you know, you won't have any problems with it anymore. I want to make these alleys quite a bit darker. I'm gonna make this bigger. Make my life a bit easier. It's fine if it's messy because this is nature. Nature is messy. I'm gonna have trouble later making hard surface models. So things that are very... Actually, I think I'm gonna try to make it more uniform, but I will keep the messy style. I definitely want everything to be like very grungy and dirty, because that kind of just makes sense in the world of Chains. It's not necessarily a... How would I call it? A rich world. It's quite the opposite. Add some highlights here and there. You know, so far I'm only really, like, I could experiment with other tones of the color as well, which would probably make the texture so much better, but I'm not good enough for that. Like, I feel the mushroom's brown, so just keep it brown. Like, point is, like, just quick experimentation. If I were to get, like, a blue tone, and then just, like, kind of add a bit of bluish there. See, that does not work, but the concept is interesting. Maybe if I, like, decrease the opacity to only 10%. Yeah, okay, or 1%, sure. Yeah, 1% is invisible. 26%. And like kind of color it in. Like that gives a lot of, makes it more dynamic, but it wouldn't work in a lot of color scenarios. So I'm going to keep it as is. How much was it? 71? 70 something? I don't know. See, I want my bright color back. There you go. I need to remember, wrong one. I need to remember I need to turn off this layer before I use my color picker. In fact, I'm going to decrease you because you're way too strong. I can barely see what's going on. There we go. Before I use my color picker, because then it completely changes the color that I'm picking. It's more bland because it's actually taking from the alpha of that. And you remember that every single time I do it. Add some detail, make it darker, even darker. Let's go like black now. Add a bit of black here. I think I should be using more black in all of the texturing because it really just adds. How would I do that? Oh, interesting. If I draw and then click the button on the pen, I'm not sure if it's doing maximum. I'm not sure. If it was like, I didn't know if it was doing maximum maximum pressure, or is it literally changing the pen to like a pencil kind of thing. Okay, I'm not gonna do it on every single one. I think that'll give a lot of life to it, because if the black was on every single one, which I was about to do, it would feel too uniform for nature, you know? Like this one, look, this one can just have it right there. It's thick there. That one too. This one too. Let's have it go thicker here. You know, there really isn't a rule how this should go. And maybe there is a rule to make it look way better. I don't know about it. Maybe I'll discover it over time as I draw. Okay, now I want to somehow combine these better. It's like, you know how it's going dark, so I guess the dark should continue into the dark, kind of like that. Or should I just have blended out? Maybe I should just blend it. Let's try blending it. So gentle there. And then make it way darker around here because it's a little bit too bright. And then make it bright right there. Kind of in a circular fashion. And I have the bright parts. Yeah. Connect the bright parts because they are sticking out. Okay. We're learning together. This is a learning experience for me of how to texture things, because I avoided this at all costs in the past. I just made low poly and had a color palette because I found that this, no, I figured that this would be very tedious, boring, and if I have to texture every single object, it would take a lot of time. And guess what? I was absolutely right. But anything can be done with just working on things, a little bit day by day. I don't have to work 10 hours. Sorry, other people texting me. You don't have to work 10 hours a day to get something done. You could just work 1 hour a day for next year, and it'll get done. Okay, I think that's good enough. How long? Oh, 1 hour. Exactly 1 hour for this mushroom. Honestly, I expect it to go way faster. Yeah. Save this brown tree mushroom. Tree mushroom underscore diffuse. I am calling them all diffuses because later on I'm pretty certain we will be needing. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and I didn't check it a single time. I'm so confident. Anyway, in the future we'll probably be needing normal maps, metal maps, ambient occlusion maps maybe. We'll be needing other things. Hold up. Where did I save it? Did I save it? Wait, what? I swear I saved it. Oh, because I need to press that button over there. Tree mushroom, there you are. Let's see how you look. You don't look like anything. There you go. When looking at the bottom, this looks honestly uncanny, I think. Like, it looks almost creepily realistic. I kind of like it as a mushroom. The top, I think, is perfect. I don't know, I think... Okay, let's go ahead and hide this. Let's go to close Photoshop. So what I wanted to check is how my previous mushroom is doing, the brown one. How do I texture that? Oh wait, no. Yeah, I knew it. I accidentally did that. Let's go ahead and get the brown mushroom back up in here. Yeah, they're actually pretty similar. This one has more of this grainage, but I think this one works actually better for this. It's kind of low poly here. How many do you have? 500. You have... Oh, this one actually has more poly than you. Which does make sense. You don't even have a stem. Okay, but I want to fix you just a little bit. That was really... I know it shouldn't matter too much. Here are the lower LEDs, so I'm going to hide them. Yeah, but I like this mushroom. Go ahead and plop it on a wall. Let's see how that would look. I'm kind of wasting time. I don't have to do this. I could just straight up. Yep, and if I put in the center, that's going to be like how it's supposed to be. But who's to say it can't go like that? It will look a little bit weird, but it doesn't matter. If I want a bit of variety, you know, that this, okay, I thought like putting it sideways would look weird, but that actually looks perfect, as in like here's the connection point, and it grows out kind of weirdly, and it grows out of that. Okay, this is my favorite model so far. I don't know, this just works. It just works. That is pleasing to see. Let's quickly make the low poly, the lower LED levels. I don't know, because for vegetation, you need to be wary with LOD. For example, with grass, it might actually be better to not use LOD because there's just so many of them, and grass has small, doesn't have much level of detail, like detail in general to begin with. So in general with grass, if you're doing like the plane method, no point doing LODs because your CPU will be using more power trying to figure out the distance between each and every single strand of grass and then try to swap it when you're at a certain distance. So that's more taxing actually than just generating all of the triangles. So the method for that is, instead of having each and every single mushroom or grass, you have a clump of them. And then the LOD checks for the entire clump if you join it. So it doesn't check for each and every single one of these mushrooms, it checks for all 5 of them. That's how I optimized previously in chains. I wonder if there's a better method though. And that is also the reason why I'm still making the LODs, is because even if this is this vegetation, later I'm gonna clump them as well. I'm gonna have separate variations, like just one, in case somebody really wants to add a mushroom that is just a single one into the world. I kind of lost track of what I was saying. Okay, whatever. You get the point. Let's just make the lower LEDs. Actually, let's not do that one. Hide you. Don't hide you. I meant hide you. I need some water. Now, for this LED, honestly, I think only one is enough, because the main thing that I'm going to get rid of is all of this. You don't need it. You don't. You simply do not. I'm just thinking the best way to do this. And I think I'm just going to do that, delete you. I want to select all of you easily, which I can do. Delete you. Delete all of you. Let's hide you, delete the loose. And then let's see, how many vertices do you have? 22, you have 32. So I will have to increase the poly of the center part. That's 26. Wait, no, that was 32, so we're on the right track. We're on the right track. We're good, we're good. Oof, I don't like that. What happened there? Let's not worry. I'm gonna worry. Something about it just makes me feel bad. How many do you have now? 23, you have less. Well, of course you have less. Now, I know I'm completely changing the shape, but that's fine. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Because later I'm going to unwrap it again, simply. Or whatever, just do that. And now I can fill it all around. The reason I didn't care about just completely destroying the texture space is because I will just unwrap it. And why don't I see anything? Because I have the wrong thing. And then I'll just match it up again. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. How many do you have? Vertices? 157. This one has 5. Yeah, that's a big decrease. And yeah, but that'll be from pretty far away. Is 150 enough? I think it is. I don't think I need any less than that. Because if I go to the brown mushroom and look at the smallest poly one, this one's 25. Okay, I probably should do research. I mean, I did try doing research to see how low the lowest poly and how low the highest poly should be, but all the answers I got is it depends on on what the requirements are. So I guess for the lowest poly one, I'll just get rid of all of the, ooh. No, I don't like that. This edge loop goes kind of wonky. We don't want wonky edge loops. Actually, I don't know if we want. I still didn't really figure out, you know, the thing where if you do this, that. If I add an edge loop and it goes all around my model, is that all right or not? I don't know. Still didn't try to figure it out. Okay, I see what's happening here. Let's go ahead and merge you at the center and merge you at the center, and then that means we could just get rid of one of you. Oops. There we go. And then get rid of the rest. By the rest, I mean you. See, because they connect kind of weirdly. This doesn't connect to the other side. I think that's the fault of this. But that's okay. Let's just go manually. And not worry about much. I just delete all of you. Yeah, screw it. Just delete all of you. I think I would like to keep this though. You know? That's not what I wanted. That's a square. That is not a square. I'll worry about the bottom later. I don't know, connect you to you. Fix you a bit. There you go. There's a square. No, it's still not a square. Strange. Guess I should get rid of you. Alright, we're going extraordinarily low poly for this. But I guess that's good. That's how it should be, right? For the lower LED models. I mean, my point is if you're swapping out for a lower poly model, might as well go all out, is my point. If you're going through the processing power to remove the high poly, might as well use that processing power to reduce it to something extremely low poly, right? What is this one? Okay, this one's weird. It's not weird. Let's just do the same thing I did before. There we go. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna re-unwrap this because it started to get a little weird there. Now I need to get it the right direction. Is this the right direction? Sure hope it is. I think we lost a lot of volume here. No, not as much as I expected, actually. Maintained most of the volume. So that's good. That's good. Here and there's a bit of volume loss. But that's alright. It's going to be barely visible. Question is, do I have you rotated the correct way? So here are the two nubs, and here are the two nubs. That is correct. Okay. We have the mushroom volume. It is now an hour and 15 minutes. I guess this will also be roughly 2-hour video. But we have finished the mushroom quite a lot faster than the last time. Now we are going to go to Unity, which I already have opened. URP. I'm not P. README assets. What are README assets? This seems kind of new. I guess I'll remove. There you go. I don't need those. Ah, shit. I don't want that. Let's go ahead and create a plane. That plane's pretty dark. And why is it not 0? Let's see, how's the sun doing? Oh, it feels kind of weird. The viewport, the game view is alright, I guess. But the game view seems kind of weird. What if I go ahead and add a cube? Reset the transform. Yeah, the viewport, or wait, I know why the viewport is weird. I think I know why. Lighting was off. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, we're gonna go into Blender. How do you export LEDs? I believe, we're gonna start with this. I believe you select all, and then, wait, what is my shortcut? Oh, interesting. Shift R brings you into edit mode. Well, I learned something. There you go. I have a shortcut to export FBX STLs because I do that a lot. I set my shortcut to Control Alt E for FBX, R for STL, and T for OBJ. It's a little bit unintuitive, but whatever. I'm gonna do that. Tree mushroom, yes. And then I export the FBX. I'm only gonna do one for now because if it turns out this is wrong, I won't have to redo everything. So let's only do one for now. Bring you in. I guess let's go ahead and create a folder called models. Bring you in. Yes, that works perfectly. Now it's LED 2, bring, and at some point should also delete. Yeah, did delete, but delete a little bit late. That's all right. So we got the models. I'm thinking if we should have the texture in the same folder. Also, I'm curious, what if I just bring in... Does that work? Is this a PNG? I'm looking for like a thing. Does it say it's PNG? It opens in Photoshop. I'm wondering though if this will work if I, save this as an asset or whatever. But that's nice. I like how Photoshop actually works in Unity. But if I export it or something, will this be... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to keep as this. Later, I will figure it out. But I also need a new material. Where are materials? I haven't done this in a while. I haven't been in Unity in quite some time. There you go. Call this tree mushroom mat. Actually, what are you called? Diffuse. Oh, it doesn't have action extension. And you're 248. Your max size is 512 because that's what I set you to. Base map, I want you to be like that. And then I want you to be quite smooth. No, quite not smooth. Fully metallic now. I don't have any normal maps, height maps, occlusion maps, and that's fine. Interesting. So the reflections are really noticeable. Let's go ahead and make you a little bit further. Can I go ahead and maximize so I can see this better? It seems it rotates just slightly, the texture. So how does this rotate? It rotates... so from the perspective of the dots, I mean of the two, I like how I made this like that because now I have a point of reference. So from reference of the two black things, it rotates slightly clockwise. So what I need to do, that's not that. What I need to do is and both of them rotate slightly clockwise. Select both of you. Can I please select both of you? There you go. So from your perspective, so I'm trying to think about this. I said it rotates slightly clockwise. I currently have my head rotated clockwise, so I need to rotate it slightly anti-clockwise. Like that. Let's test that out. Control E, nature selected. Oh, that's actually called nature. It should not be called nature. It should be called tree mushroom. Delete you. Delete this. And bring in the tree mushroom. Interesting. I have textures. Why do you have textures? Why are you textured? Should be texture. I guess it's using its own material. I didn't want that. Not really. Yeah, you brought in your own materials. It's importing the normals. How do I make it so it doesn't import the materials? Because I'm making my own materials. Bake accent, import blend shapes, import. Meshes, mesh compression off. Mesh compression, interesting. Mesh optimize, polygon order, vertex count, order. Interesting. Generate colliders. Oh, I can do that. It didn't give me colliders. Do you have colliders? You don't have colliders. Okay, let's not generate colliders. Geometry, cube codes. Oh, I don't know. Weld vertices, index format, like C normals. Normal mode. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I don't know if it clutters things. Let's discard. Can I just delete you? Cannot delete you. Wouldn't worry about it. What I would worry about is whether or not you rotate. I'll say it rotates even more. I think I did something wrong. I said it rotates clockwise. Should I go like that? Oh, okay, I get it. Because even though it rotates clockwise, you'd think I need to unrotate it anti-clockwise, but no, actually I have to rotate you even more clockwise so that the texture is rotated anti-clockwise. There we go. A little bit more maybe. Go ahead and re-export you. Actually, I might as well also delete the material. I don't want to delete the materials because if I'm going to be going back to the blend file. Is there a shortcut for this, for maximization? I don't know. Does it show? Delete you and bring you back in. Now, a tad bit too much, I'd say. Also gets brighter. Why does it get brighter? Probably it's shading stuff. I know I don't have to get this perfect, but I kind of want to get this perfect, you know? So since it's a little bit too much, I need to rotate it back just a tad bit. Select you all, export. Let's go to put you there. Delete you again. And bring you back in. Let's go see now. There we go. It's still changing its color, I think, because, you know, the shading is changing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and that. So make it a little bit higher so that the high quality version is a little bit closer. Yeah, you can still see a transition, but that's all right. Well, also one thing that's pretty interesting. I remember fade mode, crossfade. Fuck. General scene. There you go. I accidentally deleted. Just straight up deleted it. I guess we don't need the game view. I'm not really using that, aren't I? I want to maximize. I really need to find out the shortcut. So crossfade doesn't seem to be working, even though I did enable it. Speed tree. Active LED bias. $1,000 triangles. Transition screen speed. Oh, because I didn't have any transition? Is that it? There we go. Now you can't really even see it. Perfect. Because earlier it was like, you know, sudden, but now it's not. Upload to importer. I don't know what that is. Okay, awesome. Now let's go to the separate folder. Call it prefabs. You don't need a collider. These are, I was about to say vegetables for some reason. So I can delete you, and I'll just drag in the tree prefab right there. There we go. Right, that works. Next, let's do all of them real quick. How much? What's our time at? An hour and 30 minutes. Yeah. Hopefully the next ones go faster. Let's do all the mushrooms. I'll actually finish on this. The blue mushroom, the red mushroom was enough. Well, maybe I'll do the rest just off camera right now real quickly. Yeah, no point in recording that. Anyway, thank you for watching. And tomorrow will be the next one. I don't know what I'm going to be making. I'll decide that overnight. See ya.